All right, Chancellor, thank you very much for talking to us. There was loads in your speech there, loads of announcements for growth. What's in it for young people?
I want young people to know that the jobs and opportunities are going to be there for them when they leave school, college or university. Apprenticeships in industries like life sciences and clean and green energy, or indeed university courses at great universities with the prospect of working in industries like AI and the new technologies of the future. These investments that we're making, whether it is in the new stadium at Old Trafford in Greater Manchester, the Oxcam growth corridor to create Europe's Silicon Valley here in the UK, or a third runway at Heathrow, are all about making sure that opportunities are here for people in Britain.
Unemployment is one thing that can stall growth. Hundreds of thousands of young people are out of work at the moment. How are you going to solve that?
There's around 1 million young people not in education, employment or training. That's what we inherited from the Conservatives at the general election. I want to make sure that everyone who can work is in work or in training. And it's a huge loss for young people if they start what should be the best years of their life out of work and out of training. And so we're working with local leaders, with mayors and local authorities to make sure that there is good quality further education and training courses in the local community, and also reforming how the job centre works so it becomes places to get work, not places to get welfare. And those are the reforms that we are bringing in. But alongside that, the investments in infrastructure we are announcing today will bring with them exciting new jobs to build the things of the future, whether that's a runway or a train line or new housing, data centres, energy infrastructure. The jobs are there and we need young people to step up and fill them.
Higher education is key to growth. Labour actually promised to cut tuition fees once upon a time. Do you think even with all the growth in the world, cutting tuition fees can ever become a reality?
I recognise why young people are concerned about getting into debt, but that's why it's important to choose the right university course for you to make sure that it's going to benefit you for many years to come. The most important contribution though that government can make is ensuring that there are good jobs paying decent wages so that when you leave university you have access to a career that's going to be fulfilling but also pays well. And that's what this government are getting on and delivering with the stability we've brought back to the economy, the reforms so we can make it easier to get things done in this country, and the investment to bring good jobs paying decent wages here to Britain.
On infrastructure, I've just spoke to a bunch of young people outside who say they're very let down by this Heathrow Airport expansion. They feel like Labour keeps breaking its promises on the environment. Why can't you keep your promises?
Well, sustainable aviation and economic growth go hand in hand. Over the last few years, there's been huge improvements in the quality of engines, reducing carbon emissions, but also this government introduced from the beginning of this year a mandate for sustainable aviation fuel. And sustainable aviation fuel can cut carbon emissions from flying by 70%. And today also we announced £63 million of funding to produce more sustainable aviation fuel here in Britain, creating good jobs and making flying greener and more sustainable. So we can do both of those things. But in the end, young people will benefit from the opportunities to study and work abroad. The opportunities, if you start up your own business, to be able to export around the world. Heathrow is our hub airport. We are missing out on opportunities to other countries around the world. I want those jobs. I want that investment to come to Britain.
Donald Trump has been waging war in the US on people working from home, but Labour says flexible working can improve productivity. Who's right?
Well, I personally enjoy working in the office. I benefit from having people around me. But we've got to get the balance right. And for some businesses, it's fine for people to work at home. Others, it doesn't work so well. I think there are huge benefits, particularly for young people, to be in the office, to be in the factory, to be among other people. And I think that that's something that young people can benefit hugely from.
Farmers are another group of people protesting outside. They're still furious about the inheritance tax changes. Do you regret that move to kick farmers?
I had to make a number of difficult choices at the budget to put our public finances back on a firm footing after the wreckage that the previous government had left. We've now done that, but it did require tax changes. But for farmers, I would say it's half of the rate of inheritance tax that anyone else pays, and you can effectively pass on £3 million of an estate without any inheritance tax whatsoever, which is why more than 2/3 of farmers won't pay any inheritance tax even after the changes we've made. So I think we've got a fair, a balanced and a proportionate system of taxation for people in this country, including our farmers.
Chancellor, thank you.
Thank you.